Welcome back to the Football Terrace. Hit like buttons, subscribe, turn on your bell notification button because you know that algorithm is not your friend. Lots of updates for you today. Some big opinions as well. So strap yourselves in for the show. And I want to start with Liverpool. This story has emerged today, and it involves Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it states that Real Madrid are working on signing Trent Alexander-Arnold and Alphonso Davies as free agents in 2025. I actually thought they were going to get Alphonso Davies this summer, but we know the Mbappe deal has been exceedingly expensive for them. It is not a free transfer. Because of the level of signing on fees, agent fees, etc., it's still costing hundreds, I repeat, hundreds of millions of pounds for Real Madrid to bring in Mbappe. They're probably spending in totality on Mbappe what most clubs are going to spend on 3 or 4 individual players. But when it comes to Trent, this is bad news for Liverpool. If Madrid get their way, if Madrid can get him on a 3 transfer, he isn't Mbappe at the end of the day. It would still probably end up being a cheaper deal than paying Liverpool for a player the age, the profile, the quality of Trent, who has 3 years, 4 years remaining on his contract. Getting him to sign a new deal has never been more important for Liverpool, because bringing in an income for his ability to reinvest is huge. But this does have the rumblings, it does have the feelings, it does have the, and maybe for some Liverpool fans, the PTSD factor of Steve McManaman. And I know a lot of you just know Steve McManaman as the commentator from TNT Sport, but he was a phenomenal football player for Liverpool who left on a free transfer, joined Real Madrid, won Champions Leagues, etc., etc., and was one of the real first sort of British players, English players from the Premier League era to go abroad and really accomplish greatness. And this just seems to have a feel of it. Now, I know Liverpool fans are going to say, no, Terry, it's not happening. He's going to sign a new deal, etc. And maybe he will. And if he does, absolutely brilliant. But, and I will state this again, there is a big but here. Real Madrid, typically speaking, get what they want. And it does feel like his head has been turned. But as ever, I want your thoughts, I want your feelings, and I want your opinions on this deal. Graham Bailey has confirmed that Arsenal again sent scouts to watch Viktor Gyokeres over the course of the weekend. He featured in Sporting's pre-season clash against Atletico Bilbao. And again, Arsenal looking, again, Arsenal seeking. It's interesting when it comes to Gyokeres because there's been a lot of talk around, is he the number 1 target? Is he not? Do they want him? The fact they're still scouting him says they may have not quite have made their mind up as of right now. They may not quite yet has made their mind up in terms of exactly who they want or what position in attack they want to improve on. Yeah, whether it's the left, whether it's the right, whether it is a kind of target man number 9. But it does appear Arsenal are lining up a move for an attacker. It does feel as though this summer they've got Calafiori over the line. We're going to get onto Merino in a moment. But Gyokeres also looks like a player that they could still be moving for. And I do think a Merino, Calafiori, Gyokeres summer is dangerous, scary, and potent. The depth, the goal-scoring ability, the additional balance and control in midfield, and the extra quality in defence potentially takes Arsenal up another notch. And when it comes to the Merino deal, this comes from Mate Moretto as well. He says that Arsenal's interest in Merino is alive after new talks in recent days. Atletico Madrid tried to include him in a deal recently, but the player delayed. Barcelona are also interested, but are focused on other targets right now. And this is why Arsenal are looking to intensify these talks advance his situation, and get him over the line. He's obviously said to Atletico, no, I want to delay. He is very interested in Arsenal. He probably does hold an interest in Barcelona as well. There's no doubt. They're Barcelona. He's Spanish. It makes sense. However, Barcelona are struggling to get Nico Williams over the line as it stands right now. He hasn't made his mind up. They haven't got... If they had the finances ready, they would be putting that stuff out there. They haven't. So Arsenal are striking while the iron's hot. I think he'll be an excellent signing for them. He really will. He already has relationships with certain players in the Arsenal team. He kind of brings that Xhaka vibe in terms of filling that hole, which was slightly missing last year. They, numbers-wise, between Kai Havertz and Declan Rice, they probably collectively got more than Xhaka did. But I think it's in terms of balance of play, trying to bring that left-hand side of attack back to its best. He's going to play a big part in that. So let us know what you think and feel, my people. Now, moving on to Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano here says that Chelsea like Victor Osimhen, but won't pay his release clause. And nobody's paying his release clause. I will say that now. Nobody is paying Osimhen's release clause. I think that's clear to you. It's clear to me. I think it's clear to Napoli. I think everybody is aware of this. They are not going to pay it. But I think Chelsea have to think long and hard, and they have to go and get a player of an Osimhen level. Try and I know Arsenal looking at him, but a Gyokeres. I think they need to go all out and try and get Alvarez from Manchester City. No disrespect to Samuel Amarodian. I'll be objective with it. I'm open-minded. It could end up being a good deal. I might be wrong about this. But I think they need somebody more tried and tested with more experience to gain value for money. In for opening 2 pre-season games I've watched, the same issues have persisted from last season. A lack of clinical edge finishing final ball. And some of the chances that I've seen fall to Chelsea in the last 12 months of football, Osimhen's burying. Gyokeres is burying. Julian Alvarez is burying. I don't think they have anybody in their team currently that's prolific enough. And the players they're linked to outside of the Osimhens and the players they're kind of loosely linked to are far better than the players they look to be going deep on. But as ever, Chelsea fans, give us your views, give us your opinions below. Now, some positive news for Manchester United. Christian Erikson and Man United could be ready to accept a deal for just €5 million this summer. Anderlecht and Ajax are 2 clubs showing interest in Christian Erikson. Plus, Patiskas have made a move for Anthony. United want to sell. We know Anthony wants to stay. But generally, when a player's told the club don't want you, they can be convinced to leave. And United are looking at numerous other signings, numerous other players in the midfield areas, in the defensive areas. But selling is important. AWB and Victor Lindelof are reportedly close to leaving. If you then throw in the likes of Scott McTominay, Christian Erikson and Anthony, this really frees up that space to be able to bring in the Ugartes, hopefully your Zubamendi's, Mazraoui, De Ligt into this team. Because Man United have made some good signings so far, done some good things, but I still feel that we're yet to... And I don't think we're going to completely fix any department of our team in a particular season. But if you think about defensively, we're a couple of injuries away still from becoming a more long ball team. We sort of see that after the substitutions have been made in pre-season. We're a couple of injuries away in midfield from becoming a team whose best ball-playing midfielder could be Casemiro or Scott McTominay, which leaves us with problems in terms of trying to play the style of football that is evidently being coached. Sales are going to be important because you don't want a bloated squad. It's a really fine balancing act. So seeing these reports this morning of 2 or 3 more players that are close to leaving is great. And getting 3, 4, 5 players out now and adding an additional 4 or 5 players. Plus, I think promoting a couple of individuals, Tom Collier, Amas from the academy, plus those 4 new signings. And I believe you've got a far more technically gifted team next season that could try and elevate and enhance the style of football at Man United in the hope of bringing more sustainability to our games, victories, improving our win percentage, and becoming a far more dangerous and potent team. We are 2 to 3 weeks in to this genuine club rebuild. So I'm not going to throw baby out with the bathwater if I don't get everything I want within that first summer. But I believe the exits of a number of these players are going to be key. But as ever, look, I want your views. I want your opinions. I want to know what you think and feel about these stories and about these scenarios. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the notification button. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. But you can join the transfer negotiation group chat by scanning that QR code as well. All the links to our videos, transfer updates, and much more are posted in there daily, so you don't miss anything that we're doing this summer. Until next time, take care, goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you soon. Peace.